Okay, last game from Modern Ideas in Chess by Richard Reti, yet by Steinitz, so we can learn about his style and eventually use those ideas in our own games. This is game 10 in the book, is Steinitz versus Blackburne. It's a match game number 1 in London, 1876. e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5, a6, bishop f4, knight f6, d3, d6, and c3. We continue to see this formation in Steinitz games. And in fact he writes here again the typical Steinitz scheme of play. If it was good for Steinitz, it can be good for our games. Bishop e7, h3, castle. Once more we see that Steinitz is not castling right away. Queen e2, knight e8. Obviously this is telling you something, right? This move is immediately telling you that he wants to play this. g4. And this is prophylaxis, you know, he knows that he wants to go here and he fights immediately for the spot. b5, bishop c2, bishop b7, knight b d2, queen d7, knight f1. Here we again see this maneuver, knight d2, f1, g3 or e3, knight d8, knight e3 is really super protecting this. So already in this game we also see some ideas that Nimzowitsch spoke about, like the hyper protection or control of some important squares, right? Knight e6, knight f5, g6, knight takes e7. Again, it seems that Steinitz knew about the importance of the bishop there. Okay, queen takes e7. And here it says, when black played g6, there should have been a bishop on g7 to protect the square f6 and h6. Seeing that the bishop has been exchanged, the square f6 and h6, on which white has now the possibility of establishing pieces, become the so-called weak points in black's position. How Steinitz in a few moves avails himself of those weaknesses for his final victory is remarkable. Bishop e3, knight 8, g7, long castle, c5, d4, e takes d4, c takes d4, and c4, d5, knight c7, queen d2, here we go, a5, bishop d4, f6, queen h6. Obviously this is very important at this point, because look, this is still not ready 100%, but it could be, okay? So we just need to think how to make it happen. b4, g5, f5, bishop f6. 10 moves have taken place since the exchange of black's king bishop, and white is firmly established upon the so-called weak points. So we know that Steinitz clearly knew about it. So let's see what happens. Queen f7, e takes f5, g takes f5, g6, queen takes g6, bishop takes g7. And this is a nice move. Obviously cannot take, otherwise there is rook g1, so queen takes h6 check, bishop takes h6, rook f6, rook h g1, rook g6, bishop takes f5, and wins. And this is the end of the game. I hope you enjoyed these games from this book, Modern Ideas in Chess, and if you will get it, you will enjoy more of the ideas and simple themes that you can apply in your games.